A paid meeting or a non-paid meeting? This is a question that every lawyer asks himself. If you ask a psychologist the same question, of course a psychologist will want paid meetings because this is how he makes a living. A lawyer, on the other hand, doesn't really make a living off paid meetings. We as lawyers make a living off handling cases. And if I compare my income to paid meetings in comparison to cases I handle, I can tell you that the income from paid meetings is very minor. And here I wanted to specifically discuss the changes in business reality in the legal world. Today, lawyers receive more leads, and these leads contact more offices. And this creates a situation where it's harder to schedule paid meetings. This is just a fact and an objective reality we need to deal with. So now I wanted to ask you a question, and I wanted to give you two options, and listen clearly. The first option is that you have 10 meetings that will certainly pay you $300 per meeting, meaning you're going to end a very long day with many meetings with $3,000 in your pocket. However, you have no information about these meetings. You don't know if there's a case, you don't know what the value of the potential deal is, you don't know what the level of interest the client has, and you don't know his financial ability. You just know you have 10 meetings, and you don't know if in the end of the day you can even send out proposals and close actual deals and have more cases. The second option would be 10 meetings free of charge. However, you know for certain that there's a case, meaning legal eligibility in my terms. You know for certain what the value of the case is, that each case is valued at approximately $6,000. I call it financial profitability. You might know the level of interest of the client, and you might know what the financial ability of this client is. And in the end of the day, you will certainly send 10 proposals at the value of $60,000 and then follow up on these proposals. As an entrepreneur, I certainly will choose the second option because I know my conversion rate is around 30%, and I know that in the second option I'll end up making around 6 times more than I would in the first option. The problem with the second option is that it's hard to reach that goal of scheduling good meetings as I described. I invested the last 10 years in developing a smart system that helps my office and helps law offices reach that goal and schedule good meetings with all this information, and in the end of the day helps us close more deals and reach a higher level of income at the end of the month. If this is of any interest to you, continue following me.